Hi, loves. It's Maggie. So, a lot of women come to me and then they enroll in Business Alchemy to figure this out how to put their gifts into an offering. Okay. So, if you're like me and them, you may have so many ideas, so many tools, so much knowledge, so much personal experiences that you want to share with others, right? And you know that it's going to benefit people so much. And you may not really know how that all fits into one thing, and it's overwhelming. And then you try to think it out logically. It doesn't work, so you just procrastinate and you sign up for some other free training online that promises you to figure this out, right? How many of you can relate to that? So here's my take on this, and how you can figure this out on your own, okay? One of the most important first things, this is what you want to do first, that you want to do this, you just have to do this first, okay, is setting your intentions. Why do you want to do this? That what is your vision behind you wanting to offer something, right? What is the driving force behind it? Your fuel? What lights you up? What are you passionate about? You know your gifts and you know what you can help people with, right? What is the why? Why are you doing this? It's like that one marketing question, if you're familiar with it. So what? So what, right? You want to offer this, so what? So what gets to happen? Why do you want this for yourself? What are people going to receive from you? Why is that important? Not only for you, for them, and for the world at large. What's the ripple effect? And what is your own why? Why do you want to do this? Why is this important to you? What are you going to receive out of this? Being of service, feeling fulfilled, right? Expressing yourself creatively. So I invite you to journal about this, visualize what it would look like in your ideal scenario, right? In your ideal scenario, in your ideal dream world, what is this going to look like? How would that be for you? What would these ideal people for your offering need from you? What do they need to heal? What do they need to transform? What do they need to love themselves more, right? Whatever you offer, what do they want? What feelings are they struggling with? Are they worried? Are they insecure? Like, what do they want to experience, and what do you know they need in order to heal through that, to transform through that to the other side, right? And then what about that lights you up the most? So it's not 100% about the people that you get to help. It's also about you. You have to be excited about this, right? So after you've done that, list out those questions, right? You can put me on pause and write them out and journal about that. So then you have some pages of journalings, you have some visions, you have some ideal scenarios, right? You have it a little bit more clear in your head and on paper on why this is important for you and the world, who your people are, what do they want and what do they need, right? And what lights you up the most. And then from there, ask for guidance. So we're not even doing anything yet, right? Ask for guidance first too. That's your next step. Be clear on what you want and why, and ask for guidance. So source, universe, God, goddess, what would you have me do? What is the one next step towards this offering, towards my next offering? How can I put this into form? What one gift should I focus on? Whatever works best for you, ask for the guidance and then follow the guidance. Follow the guidance one step at a time. Keep on asking, doing the thing. ask the question again, then do that thing, right? You can do something like this every day, every morning, every afternoon, then do the thing. And that way you will be led to ideas, inspiration, other people that can help you, possibly, right? Maybe posts online that you see from your ideal clients, or maybe this person is like a perfect ideal client and she's sharing something online and you're like, whoa, I can use that in my next offering. Something like that. There's going to be either popping within you or in your external environment that's going to spark inspiration within you. And then but the key is to listen and trust the guidance, right? It's a whole other topic in itself. Let me know if you're interested in that. And then you can create an offering based on that, right? Now that you know more and you're being guided, you have it locked in that this is your vision and your why is actually really important, right? What would make the most sense for your people? Now that you have a little bit more knowledge, what would make the most sense to offer? Maybe it's a course, maybe it's private sessions, maybe it's a 3-month program or 6 months, or maybe it's a mixture of what I am doing in Business Alchemy. Maybe it's private sessions and training modules, right? Maybe it's a Facebook group, what I'm doing right now with my friend and colleague Solveig with the Soulful Business course. We release a module every week and then we give coaching and guidance in a private Facebook group. So do you want to do this in person after all this craziness is over, right? Is this going to be online? Like, there is going to be specific ways that once you follow these steps that are going to make the most sense, not only for you, but also for your clients, what they are going to need the most from you, right? And what setup? Do they get Foxer support? Do they get in-between email support? How available do you want to be for them as they go through this, right? So I always say, start small, start short. Maybe you want to do something for a month, or maybe 3 months, right? And I know I said 6 months. I think that's okay too, if that feels good to you, right? But generally, start short and smaller so you can see how it goes and how this feels for you as you go through your course or your program or whatever it is, right? And you can gather feedback. You can create something longer. You can adjust and do something different, right? And when I say that when you start smaller and when you start with something shorter, it doesn't mean that it has to be really cheap or like a low-end offering per se, right? Like, for example, if people are investing in business coaching with you, for example, or huge life transformations and healing get to happen for them, that is often priceless for people, right? It's hard to put a number on that. And again, that's where you can use your guidance again too. What feels the best? What would you have me charge? Go through numbers and feel what feels best for you. This is what I do, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean that, okay, a shorter offer gets to be cheaper and a longer offer gets to be more expensive. It depends on what they are going to get out of it, right? It depends on the results, okay? So I hope that you can see that when you go about your offerings this way, right, it comes directly from the vision that you want to go to, right? And at the same time, you're being authentically you because you follow the guidance of your higher soul self. Does that make sense? And that is what is going to draw people in. That is going to it will set you out from the crowd. I can't think of the phrase. It's going to like spark people's interest because you're authentic, you're following your own guidance, right? So I hope that makes sense. So those are just a few steps that you can do. And last thing, focus on one thing at a time. Okay, so one result or one core feeling that your people want, one thing at a time, right? And when you focus on that in your copy, people are going to be like, oh, hey, but I need this. This is what I want. Like, how does she know this, right? That's a whole other topic. We can go into that another time if you're interested in that too. There's so much to this. And I'm teaching all this in Business Alchemy too. But the tools and the knowledge that you have learned, right, will come out when needed. But you don't have to cram them all into one offering. All your gifts will come out naturally based on what your people need from you at any given moment. Okay? When you list out all the things that you're going to do with people, it's just going to be confusing for you and for your people. So keep it simple, keep it focused. And one trick here is that trust that the right tools for this person or that person will come out of you when they need it the most, right? Trust that people are going to get exactly what they need from you. And they're also going to get exactly what they want, right? Because they want something and you know they need this, but they may not know that they need this. So we're not focusing on what you know they need. We're going to focus on what they want, right? And then they get both. Does that make sense? That's like secrets right there. So that's it, loves. Play with this for yourself. Comment below what you come up with. What's your next step in this? How did the journaling go? What came up for you that maybe I can help you work on and like work through, right? Let me know if you need any more guidance around this. Ask me anything. I can't wait to see what's coming up for you around this, and comment below. I would love to hear what you got out of this the most, what your biggest aha moments were. If you want to take this deeper, reach out to me about Business Alchemy. I'll give you some more information about that. And I will see you next week here in the group. Much love.